afternoon, everyone. It's Ian from Ranking the Obscure here. As you can see, it's the Saturday crew. And this week it's Richard, Nick and Mike. And we're going to do a Clash singles tier ranking. I think this is going to be an interesting one, I think, chaps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had to do a bit of catching up on some of the later stuff, and then it reminded me why I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
No,
don't give a game away, mate.
So, shall we bring up the old tier ranking thing?
Yeah.
The scores on the doors.
Scores on the doors, yeah.
Yes. And if you notice, I've changed the bottom one to the bin.
Right.
Because everyone thought, we wanted one with the bin, so we've got a bin now.
That could be rather full.
I reckon so today, but there we go.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So we had a discussion before we did, and we decided who's the expert to go first, and it's Richard because he's got more records than us.
I'm not an expert. I just have quite a few Clash records.
Yeah.
Okay, so it all began for the Clash back in 1977 when some of us were nippers, and their first single was White Riot, and it got to number 38 in the charts.
You want me to go first? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I love this. This is just an iconic punk tune. Now, the LP version is actually the demo. The single version is much, much better with the police car sounds going in. It's got a really good, it's catchy chorus. It's really addictive. I just love the song. It flies by within 2 minutes. And for me, it's top-notch Clash, without doubt. Brilliant track.
Yeah, it's good old punk, isn't it? It's and I mean the fairly sort of lowly chart position. I don't think you can really take much from that because I think most of the punks didn't enjoy a lot of chart success sort of right away.
Mm-hmm.
To make it into the top 100, I think is pretty good. Yeah, I think this is a great sort of punk song, but what I would say is that compared to a lot of other stuff that was out there that was being made by other bands, late 76, sort of into 77, this one isn't at the top of the pile for me. I really like it, but I couldn't say it's top drawer punk, quite honestly. I think it's excellent.
Yeah, I quite like this one as well, and I agree so far with what's been said. If I had one complaint, I just wish it had a bit more oomph to it. It was more sort of hard hitting. If you know what I mean? More heavy sort of guitars in it and that, and more growly sort of lyrics. That's the sort of punk I really, really like. I think it's a great sort of opening first song for them. If I was to put it in top drawer, it'd perhaps be sort of towards the bottom end-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd be quite happy with top drawer or the top end of excellent. That'll do for me.
Yeah, I agree with everything that's been said. I mean, what you said, Nick, about it needs a little bit more beef in it somewhere. It's a punk song, but it seems more like a posh punk song. If you get, it's not rebellious enough. Not saying that, I think it's an excellent track, and I think I can't put it in top drawer, but I can put it in excellent.
Yeah, I think it's virgin on top drawer. Quite honestly.
Yeah, it is.
It just doesn't quite do it. Thinking about what else was out there at the moment, and like you say, Nick, there's that oomph that seems to be just missing a little bit.
Yeah, I think excellent's a good place to start. Let's put him there. Right. Up next, this one, number 52 from 1977, Remote Control.
This is the one that the Clash didn't want released, and they wanted Ginny Jones as the second single, but the record company insisted. This is actually one of the lightest songs, I think, on the debut album. It's almost just like a pop song. I don't think there's much sort of punk aggression to it at all, but I do like it. There's something infectious about it. I like the dual vocals between Mick Jones and Joe Strummer. It's certainly not top drawer. It's between good and excellent, and I would put it at the top end of good. That's the best I can do for Remote Control.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it as well. And like you say, Richard, they didn't want this released as a single. And might have something to say about that when we get to the next one. But
Yes.
anyway. Yeah, I like this tune. I don't think it's as good as White Riot, but you know, I really love their debut album, quite honestly. And you know, there's plenty on there. It's probably not the right choice of single, you know, because you know, two singles weren't there from the album, and this was one of them. And I would say it probably creeps into excellent, good to excellent, more excellent than good.
I like going third because it makes it so easy. Again, you can't help but agree with what these two learned gentlemen above me are saying. But it's an okay-ish tune. And I hate it when the powers that be try and interfere with a band's music. You know, it's like the Simon Cowell effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay-ish. Again, it's lacking a bit of punch. I love their first album. You know, all right, there's the odd tune on there that could have been a bit more, a bit more powerful. I'd perhaps put it top end of good, personally.
Yeah, I think this is a good track, but not a single. As you've said on previous ones, Nick. It's a good song, but not good enough to be a single. I like the song, but you know, it went against the band's wishes, and the record company knew better. But it only got to number 52. So who was right? I can only put it in good. But top end, you know, at the end, I think if it is going to be there at the end, I think it should be the first one in good.
Yeah.
You think that's okay with everyone?
I'm all right with that, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Up next, the last single of 77, and this one's called Complete Control, and this scraped into the top 30 at number 28.
And this is the reply, as Mike implied, to Remote Control. They wanted complete control. This is brilliant. I absolutely love this song. A punk song with a guitar solo and Joe Strummer singing "You're My Guitar Hero." It's just brilliant. Absolutely love it. It's top drawer Clash for me.
Yeah. Because yes, that's right. Yeah, they said release Remote Control.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great sort of comeback, isn't it? To a single being released against their wishes. One thing I would say about this though is that the Clash remained on CBS throughout, so they couldn't have been that pissed off with the record company.
True.
And yeah, it's great. This is the best single so far, and I would put that into top drawer. Absolutely.
Well, this is the better of the two Control tunes. I quite like this one. actually. Where would I put it? I'd put it in excellent. I don't think it's quite top draw, although it's it's two fingers up to the establishment. I'd put it in excellent. Below White Riot, though.
I love this. This is the best off from '77. It's powerful. It's sticking two fingers up, and they came back with a stronger track. And yeah, it got to number 28. So the band were right, and I think it's top draw. Clash. It's one of their best songs, I think. So are you happy? There's 3 top draws. So are you happy, Nick, for it to go into top draw?
Oh, yeah.
It's going in top draw then. Okay, it's a new year, 1978. And a track that got to number 35, Clash City Rockers.
This is the Clash rip-off The Who's I Can't Explain. It's almost got a similar riff to it, but I think it's great. I don't think it's top drawer Clash, and they even get away with referencing Gary Glitter in the lyrics. So they do. Yeah, it's fine. It's good to excellent, veering more on the excellent for me. It's better than Remote Control, but it's maybe a little too I Can't Explain it by The Who for me, but it's still a great track.
Yeah. It does remind you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Of Can't Explain, but yeah, it's great. It was one of again, it's one of my favorite singles. It's a non-album single, isn't it? And yeah, it's not my favorite by any means, but I think it belongs in excellent.
No.
I was racking my brains trying to think what this song reminded me of, and there you go, The Who. Yeah, I don't mind this one. It's an okay song by them. It's already been mentioned. It's not their best, not their worst. I'd put it in excellent, but I can't envisage it being at the top end of excellent. Perhaps middle.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest rip-off of Can't Explain ever. But it's still a good song. If you're going to rip off a good riff, turn it into something as well. Yeah, I think it's excellent. I don't think it's good as White Riot, though, so it can go behind White Riot. White, you know what I mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Yeah. I got a case of the Jonathan Washes there.
Yeah.
Okay, up next, got to number 32 in 78, White Man, in brackets and in Hammersmith Palais.
This shows the sort of reggae type influence coming into their music. I think this is Jake Burns, the Stiff Little Fingers' favorite Clash song. And it took me a long time to actually like this, but I think it is really, really good now. It's got a brilliant B-side called The Prisoner, by the way. But yeah, it's a good song. Another non-album track. Excellent to top drawer. Again, I would probably put it in excellent in front of White Riot. No, behind White Riot, because I think it's top drawer.
Right. Yeah, I love this as well. Yeah. They name check a lot of great reggae singers, don't they? Particularly at the start of the song. It's really good, and I think it's quite an important single, really, because there was this thing in sort of like late 70s, early 80s, where sort of reggae and punk sort of they went together. They were they certainly had a sort of similar fan base, I think.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects, and as we'll sort of probably talk about later, the Clash certainly sort of veered into sort of experimenting with reggae. And yeah, I just love this song, and I would put it in excellent. Where it goes, does it go before White Riot or after? I don't know. They're two excellent singles there, but definitely an excellent.
Yeah, it's experimenting with that reggae type sound, a bit like Slits, I suppose. I actually don't like it. I don't really don't.
Fair enough.
But I mean, I'll go with the flow. Excellent, I suppose. You know, if you want to put in excellent, it can
Come
go
on,
in
what
excellent.
do you really think? What do you really think?
At a push, at a very strong push and shove, good, I suppose. But it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, if they weren't the only band trying to put a little bit of reggae into their music, the Police were doing it as well, weren't they? It's good. I don't think it's excellent. It's just a good tune. I can't put it any higher than good.
Fair enough.
So
yeah, it's better than Remote Control, definitely.
It's better than Remote Control. That's it. That's what I was saying.
It's better than Clash City Rockers as well, but that's just me.
Well, that's what I think. But you know, we've lost the argument, Richard.
I think
I think everybody was trying to sort of replicate and join in that reggae sound, weren't they? You know, it was popular.
Yeah.
But some bands did it a hell of a lot better than others.
Yeah.
Okay, last single they released in 1978 got to number 19 in the charts, and it's Tommy Gun.
This was the song that got me into the Clash in around 1982 or so. So I wasn't into them whenever they were really going. But I saw a performance and taped it on VHS where they did it live. I think it was from Something Else or one of those programs anyway. I played that song constantly. This is top-notch. This is my favorite Clash song of all time. I absolutely love it. And funny enough, I think my second favorite Clash song was the song before it on the album, Safe European Home. But yeah, it's top-notch for me all the way.
Yeah, the first single from the second album, and I really like the second album. Just because I love the first album. So Something Else, was that the program that was presented by Peter Cook?
It may well have been. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I remember there was
sort of cinema manager.
Yeah.
There
was an actual sort of a marathon music thing all night through 1982 or something, which I sat up and watched the whole thing with my.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, Tommy Gun. Yeah, good. A very good single. The only complaint I have about it is that it doesn't seem to really go anywhere. That's all I'd say. But I do really love it. I bought it when it came out, and I still listen to it from time to time. So I would have no hesitation having that in excellent.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's one of the few Clash singles I own. I really love the drumming on this, the rat-a-tat-tat, you know.
Yes.
It's a catchy tune. I'd be quite happy to see it in excellent. Yeah, put it at number 3 in excellent and see where it goes.
I'm like Richard. This is one of my favourite Clash singles, and I do like the rat-a-tat on the drums as well. I think it's top draw.
So do I.
Well,
yeah, go for it.
Bottom end of top drawer, because it's hovering on excellent top drawer. I think everyone's comments. So we'll put it up there. Nice and even at the moment. So we'll move on to 1979, and their first single got to number 25, and it's the English Civil War.
Yeah, this is also on Give 'Em Enough Rope. It's reworking of the Johnny Comes Marching Home. I was never keen on this. I thought it was okay. The B side of it is even better, called Pressure Drop, which I can't remember who wrote it. I'm sure you'll know, Nick. It's one of those classic sort of reggae type songs from way back.
It's Toots and the Maytals, isn't it?
That's who it is. But I did a playlist of these and played it all again. And this time I really enjoyed it this time, but I still would not put it top drawer. I would put it still good to excellent, maybe top end of good.
Yeah. Like you say, Richard, it's a reworking of an American Civil War anthem, and I think they were sort of alluding to the fact that there were, fascists on the street, during this time, the National Front and everything, and they were obviously opposed to that, and they could, and they kind of described it as a civil war. I quite like this. Again, it's a Clash single that I went out and bought. It's all right. It's all right. I couldn't put it in top drawer, quite honestly. And I think it's excellent, but not the top end of excellent.
Yeah, again, another one of their songs. I was sort of sitting here racking my brains trying to think what it was reminding me of. It's an okay one, bordering on good. Where would I put it? I think it's a bit better than good. I'd put it in excellent, sort of midway area of excellent.
Yeah, I mean, it is, as Mike pointed out, it dates back to the American Civil War, so it's quite an old song, and I just spruced it up a bit. I mean, I've got, my mum had a version by Adam Faith, which wasn't brilliant, but this is a little bit better, and I think it's bottom end of excellent. It's an uplifting sort of chest beating song, isn't it? So yeah, I put it in the bottom end of excellent for now.
Okay. I could imagine Shane McGowan singing that, to be honest.
Yeah. And just say the cover of the single, that's
Animal Farm.
From Animal Farm, from the cartoon version of Animal Farm,
Okay. Next one. Groovy Times. Didn't do a carrot.
Well, it actually did, because it was part of the EP, the Cost of Living EP, but it wasn't the lead-off track. I thought The Law was the lead-off track, but you're going to come to that anyway with 3 issues, so we'll do both of them. Yeah. But it wasn't an actual single itself in the UK, I don't believe. But it's acoustic guitar, a bit of acoustic guitar and harmonica, and it's lightweight. It really is. It's an okay song. It's average to good. I would actually just put this one as average. Groovy Times.
Yeah, it's dreary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not great.
I really hate the chorus on this.
Yeah,
it really gets to me. And also, and I mean, just kind of trying to remember what I was thinking, back in 1979. I think I felt a little bit betrayed by the Clash on this one.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you doing, guys?
Mm-hmm.
I think Average is sort of doing it, doing it a bit of a favour, really. Average to, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's an okay-ish type of song. like a lot of theirs, it's to me, it's nothing more than an album track, but but a bit of a filler. Oh God, average, bottom end of good. I certainly wouldn't put it any higher. I wouldn't put it any higher than good. I do find, like a lot of their songs, I do find them a bit dreary and that as well. I'd put it in average.
I'd put it in the bin. I hate it. I don't want harmonica and acoustic guitar on what's supposed to be a punk band. Get out of town. For me, this was the beginning of the end for me. I just don't like it. It's just for me. If it was left to me, it'd be in the bin.
Wow.
But I'm happy for you guys if you like it to put it in average. But
well, I don't particularly like it, but I don't particularly hate it.
You can always throw it in the bin at the end if you're in the bin.
Yeah, put it in average.
I'll swallow my pride and put it in average. Okay, last single of 1979, number 11, London Calling.
Well, this is their most famous tune, really. Well, apart from another one, which I know where you all want to put it. But I've never fully connected with this song. It's never been my favorite off the album. I do like it. I like it a lot. But I think it's slightly overrated for me anyway. It's got a very good video, very dark looking video. I think the rain's pouring down the video, if I'm not mistaken. I would put it in excellent. It's not top drawer Clash for me, but lower end of excellent.
Right, yeah. Of course, for a lot of people, London Calling is not only their favourite Clash album, it's one of their favourite albums of all time.
Yeah.
And I just can't see that, quite honestly. But the title track, I like the title track. It's I mean, after the Cost of Living EP, this was a breath of fresh air, wasn't it? And I would have no hesitation in putting London Calling in excellent, because that's what I think it is.
This is actually my favourite Clash tune. So I think you can guess where I'd like to see it. There's only 2 decent songs on that whole album. And for the life of me, I can't understand why people love the album. I really can't understand it. I think people see the image on the front and think, oh yeah, that's an iconic image. Oh, this album's, but it's not. It's by a band who have forgotten who and what they are and what the hell they're doing. But like I say, I love the song London Calling. I'd put it in top drawer.
I love this song as well, and it was featured in a Bond film, of course. It's in Die Another Day. So that's a double bonus. But I wouldn't say it's top drawer, but it's definitely excellent. Is it better than White Riot? I don't think it is.
I think it probably is, actually.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
What do you think, Richard? Do you think it's better than...
I think it's better than Clash City Rockers, but not as good as White Riot.
Okay, we'll put it in there for now, and then we can squabble later.
Okay. Right.
Okay, new decade, 1980s, and their first one was Train in the Vein. Now, although this wasn't apparently released in the UK, I don't think, it did get in the American charts. They reissued this in 1991, apparently, and it got to number 79.
This is the hidden track on London Calling. So if you like this one, Nick, it's the last song on side 4 after Revolution Rock. And I just don't like this one at all. This is one of my least favorites off the whole album. I think it's very lightweight again. and I would put it in average. I'm sorry, but it just does nothing for me. I wish they hadn't put it on the album. I do like the London Calling album an awful lot, but this is the one I think lets it down a little bit, so average.
Yeah. So, you know, again, it's the second of two singles off of London Calling, and there's another track in there that we might talk about later from London Calling that I think would have made a much better single. This is a bit of a mess, isn't it? This song, vocally, it's bizarre. I think I just can't get my head around it, and you know, I've got to put it in the bin because I absolutely detest the song. It just doesn't do it for me.
Well, for me, this is the only other decent song on the album. But it's like a lot of the album and a lot of the Clash's stuff. It's hardly punk, is it? And it is really only an album track at best. If I had to put it somewhere, I don't think it's so bad it needs to go in the bin. I think there's a lot more Clash stuff that could go in the bloody bin. Flush it down the frigging toilet, half of it. Perhaps the top end are good, bottom end of excellent, but I wouldn't put it any higher, despite it being the only other decent track on the whole album, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I just think it's pretty limp. It's wishy-washy. That's not what I want to listen to, and as far as I'm concerned, it goes in the bin. I'm with you, Mike. It's awful.
Yeah, but what did you say, Richard?
I said average.
Yeah. I think because of Nick.
No, you put it where you think.
I think, you know, if we're going to be democratic about it, I think we've got to keep it out of the bin.
Yeah,
but we can't put it up as good as excellent, definitely.
No, I think it's average, and it's going to go at the bottom of average. Okay, next one from 1980, number 12, Bank Robber.
This is pure blown reggae now. And he's found with the next three, well, two of the next three songs that really, there's no almost chorus. It's all the same the whole way through. I do like this one. It wasn't on the Sandinista album. It was a standalone single. But one thing I will say, it goes on far too long. It goes on almost 4.5 minutes, I think it is, and it feels like about 6.5. But I do really like it, and I would have it at the bottom end of excellent. But that's me.
Yeah, I quite like this. I did buy the single when it came out. As you say, you know, this is the Clash sort of certainly getting into reggae now.
Clash, yeah.
But it's kind of like Candy Floss, really. It's not. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, it doesn't really have a lot to say for itself. It's a bit. I think it's a little bit throwaway, but having said that, I do like it. And I you know, having said that, it's, you know, it's a bit lightweight, etc. You know, if we put it at the bottom end of excellent, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, it's an okay-ish tune by them. Yeah, I quite like it, but I don't know whether I put it as high as the, you know. I'll probably put it in good. I don't think it quite got the wow factor to it to make it into excellent.
I hope this is a guilty pleasure Clash song for me. I think I like it because it's got that reggae overtones on it. It's such a quirky little thing. It does go on a little bit, but it's either bottom end of excellent or top end of good for me. I don't just think thinking of it. I think it's got to go. I think if I was going to put it, it's got to go at the bottom of excellent because Nick's there or thereabouts. I don't think it can go above everything else in the excellent pile. How does everyone feel about?
You're probably right, but yeah. I'm just thinking it's not as good as White Man, so
it's not.
Anyway,
White Man should be much higher, but we'll argue that later.
Okay. Last single of 1980 got to number 40 in the charts, and it's the Call Up.
This starts off brilliantly with all the little effects and all the rest of it, and then it falls flat on its arse straight away, and it's just the same the whole way through, and it is boring. Although I played it again and enjoyed it a little bit more, I can't put better than average for the Call Up. Sorry.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, Hop 2, 3, 4.
I like that bit.
It's kind of like this glib sort of kind of vaguely anti-war song. It's as though they thought, oh, we better write a protest song, guys. It's up to you not to hear the call up, it says. But who was asking for young people to be conscripted? At this time, nobody. So what are they on about? I mean, this is when you get sort of like, a public school boy pretending to be working class, and you know what I mean. And it's, and again, if you thought London Calling wasn't a great album, you hadn't heard Sound and Easter, for Christ's sake. But I just can't get on with this. And if you see the video, it's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing the way
it's proper cringe worthy, isn't it?
They're like sort of punks off the catwalk, It's designer punk, and I really, really hate the whole sort of image, and I came to really detest these guys. This is rubbish. It's in the bin.
I tend to agree a bit with Richard and a hell of a lot with Mike. It started off, this is interesting, and then it falls flat on its ass. I like a lot of their stuff. I just don't get on with it. In the bin, quite possibly teetering on the edge. Just wants a gentle shove and in you go.
Well, I think I'm going to give it that extra push in the bin because this is posh boys trying to be punks. It's drier. It's awful. It starts off well and then it just flickers out like a melting candle. It's
yeah. Do you know what it kind of reminds me? When Chris Martin tries to get all sort of like political and that, and he ends up saying something really embarrassing, and you feel really kind of embarrassed for the guy, when he says this stuff. I think this song sort of like fits in that sort of category.
Yeah, it's syrupy, isn't it? Very syrupy.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
Sorry, folks, it's going in the bin. We don't want that one. The least we talk about that, the better. Okay, we'll move on to 1981 and a single that got to number 56, Hitsville, UK.
I have a guilty pleasure for this. I do like it, but it's not The Clash. It's basically, that should have been released as Mick Jones and Ellen Foley. A lot of people think it's Children. It's not. It's Ellen Foley from Bat Out of Hell. Is it Paradise by the Dashboard Light? I think it's good, but it's not a Clash single. I wouldn't put it higher than good, but it's a guilty pleasure. I do like it.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on this at all. But I wrote down here maybe it could have been a Big Audio Dynamite track.
Yeah, well,
but they probably would have rejected it anyway. It again, it's a bit of a nothing song, really, and I can't be doing with it. I think it's average.
I do apologise, Richard.
this is a bin.
I hate this song. To me, it's just a run-of-the-mill pop song.
It is. Yeah.
Again, by a punk band who've totally forgotten what they're supposed to be. And in the bin it goes.
Yeah, it's insipid and I hate it. And it's embarrassing for Ellen Foley to associate herself with rubbish like this. Hope she was paid enough to do it, though.
It's more Mick Foley of WWE wrestling than Ellen Foley.
Yeah, I think I think Mike was right. Even Big Audio Dynamite wouldn't have touched this with a barge pole.
Fair enough.
It's going in the bin. I'm sorry. It's.
I do apologise, Richard.
Yeah.
No need to apologise.
Okay, the next one. Thank you to Richard. That I missed it off the list, but he prompted me. Thank you very much. Number 34, The Magnificent Seven.
Basically, this is just a dance groove. It's got it has got a cracking bass line to it. It really does. But there's not a lot else to it. So if you're on the dance floor, yes, you'll have a good time. But if you're sitting in your bedroom by your record player, it's not the best either. Average to good, average for me.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you, Richard. It's it's a half decent dance tune, but then I don't dance, But I wrote down here lyrics are nonsense.
Yeah.
There's no real thought gone into it, and it's again, it just, what you playing at, guys? This is only like 3 or 4 years ago. You were producing decent stuff, and now you're coming out with this. I would say possibly average. Yeah, so let's say average because it's a decent tune.
I've got written down here. Sounds like some sort of funky dance rap song.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd put a C before the R. To be quite honest. And I totally agree with you, Mike. A few years before, they were doing some really, sort of good stuff. I don't know. This one could be a contender for the bin as well, as far as I'm concerned. This ain't the Clash. This isn't the band, of the first 2 albums. Oh, yeah. Bin. At worst.
Guess what I think of this?
You love it.
It's absolute twaddle. The lyrics, as Mike says, what? It's writing something about nothing.
Yeah.
A 3-year-old could write better than that. And these are supposed to be professional musicians. It's awful. Waste of vinyl, as far as I'm concerned. And another one, I've never known many songs go in the bin like this one. Okay. Does it get any better? With the number 47s in the charts, this is Radio Clash.
Well, before I get on to Radio Clash, if you're contemplating buying Sandinista, don't, because all 3 singles have been flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
So they have. Radio Clash, for me, is just a copy of the Magnificent Seven. It's more or less the same song. However, again, with the call-up, I loved the start of this with the ha, 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 ha bit, and then it falls flat on its face again. So again, would have put the call up an average. I would do the same for Radio Clash and have an idea of where it's going.
Yeah. I think they had to put their name in the title because otherwise people wouldn't recognise it. So by the or probably they would if they'd been listening to their more recent output at this time. Yeah, it's kind of it's politicking again, isn't it? And it's very glib. It's not. You know, it's kind of maybe trying to tell you something, but it's not really. I think all it's trying to tell you is the Clash think they're a political band, and yeah. No, I can't. I can't be doing with this, and charitably it would be an average, but realistically it would be elsewhere.
Well, I've just realised I've got my Hitsville UK comments mixed up with my Radio Clash ones. Hitsville UK was just a run-of-the-mill pop song, but I'd still shove it in the bin. Radio Clash sounds like some sort of funky dance rap song or crap song, and I think we're going to be needing a wheelie bin or even a skip at this rate. In it goes.
Yeah, this should be either called "This is Radio Crap" or "This is Radio Trash." Because that's all it deserves to be in, the trash. Well, I just don't like it. Yes, I think we'll have to order a skip at this rate. Okay, the last one of 1981, Know Your Rights.
That was 1982, I think.
82. Well, it got to number 43 in the chart.
Stuart Inquiry.
I have to admit, I love this song. I bought the single. I think it's great. I think it's got a real rockabilly beat to it. It gets away from those dance grooves of the Sound and East album. It came out before Combat Rock was actually released, so we didn't know what Combat Rock would be like. But I love Know Your Rights, and I know everyone's going to throw this in the bin, but I think it's excellent. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the album, I think Combat Rock was a sort of their attempt to sort of maybe, get back to their roots a little bit, but they didn't have the gumption to do it really. Yeah, Know Your Rights, all three of them. You got 3 rights apparently, guys. And yeah, it's embarrassing. It's awful. It's in the bin again, I'm afraid. I just wrote Jesus! Exclamation mark.
Did he buy it? Did he buy a copy?
He got the 12-inch.
He might have done, yeah.
I do apologise, Richard.
Oh God, here we go.
Combat Rock, the album was the first sort of real sort of musical experience I had of the Clash. I brought it because a lot of my mates said, "Oh, the Clash, brilliant punk band, blah 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 blah." So I came across a cassette version of it. I loved the album sleeve. I loved the name of the album. That sounded good, Combat Rock. But that's where my sort of affair with it all ended. One of the worst albums I've ever heard, I think. So dull and drab and dreary. And I don't like this song at all. In the skip it goes.
I can't add anything else because it's shocking. It's going in the bin.
Oh, the law of averages says it must go into average. I give it excellent.
Oh, he's challenging.
Yeah. If we're going to be democratic.
Yeah. Richard, Know Your Rights.
Yes. Number one. Democratic.
Okay, up next, 19.
Wait. Hey, come on.
He just ignored you there, mate. Yeah.
He did. Law of averages. I give it excellent. Put it into average, please.
It's got 3 bins. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we know what this is all about now, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 1982. This got to number 30. Got to number 30 one time, and it got reissued and got to number 15 in 1991. And it's Rockless Casbah.
Well, what do you think of it, Iain? Because I agree with you, and you can put it in wherever you want.
Oh, come on.
It's all right. It's a decent enough beat, and it's okay. It's quite infectious. I don't mind it. It's quite good. So good.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot to say about this. Yeah, so the tune is Top of Heddens, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah.
And allegedly, he wrote some pretty appalling lyrics.
Yeah.
To this tune, and then they were binned, and we got what we have. There's also Rashid Tahar, who's a brilliant Algerian sort of rocker, rise singer, and he says that he thinks the Clash were influenced by an early demo that he'd sent to them of his stuff, when way back. And in fact, Rashid Tahar did his own version of Rock the Casbah, which is so superior to the Clash's. Having said that, I do quite like this version, and I would put it in good.
I agree with Richard. It's quite a good sort of sing along type tune, but it's a pop song, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Again, the punk ideology from the beginning, and that's gone astray and out the window. But it's an half decent sing along song. It's not too bad. I don't know anything about the history of it, so I couldn't comment on that. I'd at least put it in good, or bottom end of excellent, because it's a happy clappy sing along type tune,
I actually like that. I do like this one as well. I think it's pretty decent. I always thought that this would have been a better song for The Cure.
Yeah. I think I can sort of see where you're going.
Yeah, I think I can imagine Cure doing this spin on it. I've got no problem from it. It's catchy. It's got a catchy rhythm to it. I think it should go in good because it is quite catchy. And I remember when it came out, this was on, everyone would sing to it. So yeah, I'm quite happy putting that in good.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at what's there, I think it's better than Bank Robber. So maybe we
I agree with that.
I prefer Bank Robber.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, come on now! It's not as good as Ali. I think.
That'll do for now. Okay, coming up next. This is a song that's got 2 entries. When it first came out in 1982, it was a double A side. It got to number 17. And one of the songs was reissued because of some sort of advert, and it got to number 1. And it's the Should I Stay or Should I Go? And the other side was Straight to Hell.
Well, this one does get a little slating. So it does, but I actually quite like it. It improves as the song goes on. One thing I would say, I think I would have preferred Joe Strummer to sing it rather than Mick Jones. But it's inoffensive and it's okay. I do like the guitar work and the wee bit, but average. Nothing brilliant, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. As you say, Richard, it got slated, but it's not the worst thing they've ever done. But the bar's pretty low, isn't it? It's kind of reminds me, I thought this was some cover of a 1950s rock and roll song, which it isn't. And I don't really know why they decided to do this, but it's okay. It's certainly, as I say, it's not the worst thing they've ever done. And I would put it in maybe the top end of average to good.
Yeah, along with London Calling is probably the other most popular, well-known song, isn't it? But it's one tune I don't really need to hear again or want to hear again. Yeah. It was good when it first came out, when it just got on my jollops. It really did. What was it? What was the advert it appeared on? I can't remember. Levi's, yeah. Lee Cooper, far superior. In a way, I prefer. Who did the lead vocals again?
Mick Jones.
Mick Jones. I prefer his vocals on this. I think they were better than Joe Strummer's sort of dull, drab, dreary voice. It's an okay song. It's a popular one. I think people can sing along to. But I definitely don't want to hear it again. I'd had enough of it. Pouncing around in that open top car and that, and the advert, the video to the song. Average, good, at a push. That'll do for me.
Now, I liked it in 1982 like Nick did. Thought it was a great tune. Come 1991, and I'd had enough of it. And if I never hear that song again, I won't lose sleep over it. And I can only put it in average because I've just gone off it as time goes on. And when people say, "Oh, it's my favourite Clash song," you just know, don't you?
Wow.
So it's not going in the bin. I'd say it's bottom of good, top of average.
It's quite good, with the general public, I suppose.
Yeah. Shall we give it the benefit of the doubt and put it in the bottom end of good?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm happy enough with that.
Okay, let's go to back to 1982 because it was a double A side and Straight to Hell.
This is very atmospheric. I really like this. I put this between good and excellent. I've heard Lily Allen actually do a cover of it, and she didn't do a bad version. She did it live with Mick Jones. But yeah, it's the second best song off side one, with Know Your Rights being the best, which is in the bin. So I suppose this should be in the bin as well. But that's just sarcastic. Yeah. I do like this. I think it's good. It goes on a little bit too long, the LP version. I think the single version is a little bit, which it needed. But good atmospheric song. I go good.
Yeah, definitely the second best song off the single, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's all right, isn't it? I mean, what more can you say? It doesn't really register with me, quite honestly. Yeah, average to good.
Yeah, Richard was doing so well, and then he mentioned Lily. What's her name? Lily Allen.
Oh, Allen, don't know.
It's an okay song. Nothing more, nothing less. Good at best, average at worst.
Out of the double A side, I prefer this now to Should I Stay or Should I Go?
Yeah, me too.
Just. And I can't put it any higher than good myself. So we're happy to put it in good, but higher than Should I Stay or Should I Go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wouldn't mind that.
Okay. A little bit quiet for the band, and they don't appear until 1985. And they had a song called This England, and it got to number 24.
What was that I hear outside? Oh, it's the bin men. They're here to collect This Is England because this is garbage. Absolute rubbish. It's not The Clash. It's a Joe Strummer solo album with guest appearance, basically, by Paul Simonon. There's one good song off that album which was never released as a single, and that's Three Card Trick. This is awful, really awful for 1985. It's my only Clash. Well, it's in the bin, put it that way.
Yeah, cut the crap. I wish they would. Yeah, it's again, are you a band or are you a group of people that should go to Hyde Park to Speaker's Corner and sort of and make some political speech on a Sunday afternoon in front of sort of a load of disinterested people? Yeah, I mean, it's going, oh, isn't Thatcher's Britain horrible? Well, yeah, it might have been, but yeah, I don't know. And the vocal delivery is absolutely bizarre on this.
Yeah.
It's weird. It is weird and it is rubbish. And, you'd have to clean your bin afterwards, wouldn't you, if you put it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my considered opinion.
Yeah. I really do love being third. Yeah. Come on, Clash. Show them what you're made of and be careful you don't tread in it. Never mind a bin. I think we need to skip higher. It's absolute shite. It really is. Absolute shite.
The guys in the hazmat suits, yeah.
Yeah. And a bottle of bleach and a toilet brush. Yeah. In the bin it goes. In the skip bin it goes.
Yeah, I mean, this should be floating with the rest of the turds. It really should. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard from anything to do with the Clash. There may be one other, but this is going in the bin. Okay, up next. Now, this is it first came out in 1979, and then they released it in 1988. It got to number 29, and it's a cover song, first written by Sonny Curtis for the Crickets even, and then Bobby Foote had a hit with it in 1966, and it's I Fought the Law.
I Fought the Law is actually one of my all-time favorite songs. I haven't really heard a bad version of it. I've heard different versions of it. I've even got Roy Orbison, of all people, singing it, and I think he does a fine job. I think the Clash do a brilliant job on this single, and it's top drawer for me. However, it's not the best version. The best version is the live version that you see on the Rude Boy film, which is on YouTube, and it is fantastic. Love the song, love that version, but do prefer the live version. Still top drawer for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, we should be thankful that they decided not to write something to release as a single at this point. It's a great cover version. I really like it. I actually watched the Bobby Full of Fours version of it. They're on some American TV program.
I love that video with the girls with the guns and all.
Yeah.
That's my favorite version. Brilliant.
Right. Yeah. But it's a decent enough tune. They do it justice, I suppose. So let's put it in good.
Yeah, I don't mind this one. it's quite a good sort of happy clappy sing along type tune. I didn't realise it goes back to the Crickets.
Yeah,
And I can't really imagine Roy Orbison singing it. He must have sung it on the strength of it being a Crickets song.
He did it in the early
It
70s.
wasn't a cricket song, though, was it? It was written by Sonny Curtis, but
he
Oh,
joined
right.
he joined the
Is that
Crickets
right?
after Buddy Holly died.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
I see. Yeah.
Well, yeah. As usual, I'm always glad to be corrected. It's not a bad song. Certainly not their worst, not their best, but a hell of a lot better than some of the crap that's they churned out previously. Top end of good, in perhaps the bottom end of excellent. On the strength, but it's a good sing along tune.
Yeah, I love this song. I've never heard a bad version of it. Even Status Quo have covered this
Oh, they have, that's right. Yeah.
on their Riffs album, and it's one of the best covers they did on that album. You know, I've heard so many pub bands do it, and again, I've never heard anyone do a bad version of this. I don't think it's top draw, but it's definitely excellent because on the strength of the song. And I don't think, I mean, the Clash do it justice. I think it's a very, very good song. I'm happy to put it in excellent.
Go for it.
Okay.
So we've reached the last one. Didn't even know they released because it came out in 1990, and it got to number 57, and it's called Return to Brixton.
Well, basically, this is a remix, really, of the Guns of Brixton from the London Calling album. They've put sort of a 90s shuffle beat through it, and they've actually sped up the track a little bit, and it's absolute garbage, and it's in the bin for me.
Yeah. I can't understand why they did this because Guns of Brixton's on the B side, isn't it, of this?
I have no idea.
I think it is. Yeah. And yeah, what were they thinking? Why did they feel they needed to do this? And it's sort of, you know, by this time the Clash were certainly dogs that had their day, weren't they? You know, they were very, very long way from their heyday. You know, that had passed over the horizon a long time ago. They'd said goodbye to that. And yeah, I mean, if they'd just, for whatever reason, just sort of issued Guns of Brixton as a single, that might have been all right. There wouldn't have been any point to it.
I think the reason was it was follow up the number one hit, Should I Stay or Should I Go? It could have been around that time, possibly.
Surely. I mean, surely they could have come up with something.
Yeah, I know.
It's absolutely atrocious. It's almost unlistenable, isn't it?
This is terrible.
Oh, you know where it's going.
Yeah, I'm happy enough of that.
Ditto.
I'll tell you what I put on my notes. WTF.
I wouldn't even bother with the bin. I'd take it down.
Does that mean wonderful, terrific, and fantastic?
Unfortunately, no. So guess where that's going?
Yeah.
We need to get. I mean, I've never known the bin to be so full.
Yeah. Do you know that Beats International sampled the bass line of Guns of Brixton?
I did indeed. Yes.
That'd be good to know. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that where it's from?
I didn't like it either, to be honest with you. Didn't like it.
Okay, I think we can agree. We can say we're not going to talk about the bin because nothing's coming out of the bin.
Oh, come on. You have to know your rights out, put it in average. You can't have an odd number in the bin. It's bad luck. So know your rights. Get it out. Get it out.
I can't even see which one it is now.
It's the third from the end. That's it.
Are we all right bringing this one out?
I stick it at the bottom of average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
go on.
Yeah.
We like.
I keep
I like.
quiet
Ri-
for the
I
rest of
like.
the-
Richard. I like Richard. He's a
Yeah.
good old soul. But
Yeah. I think we need to do something about White Man.
So do I. Without
I
doubt.
think it's far too low.
It is
You
far-
look what's above it.
Yeah. I would actually have it in the top 3 of excellent. Maybe the 3rd. I prefer it to London Calling, but I think it's better than Clash City Rock.
You think it should get promoted anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, it should certainly be an excellent somewhere, and not at the end. No, a bit further.
Bit there.
That we
I'll accept
I
that,
can
yeah.
get it to go there.
yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
So we're okay with everything else in there.
Mm.
well, I'd like to see London Calling a bit higher, but simply because of the popularity of it, and not just because it's my favourite tune by them.
Stick London Calling in top drawer because the whole world loves it, and we're only a very small portion of the world. So
Yeah, I think
I stick it up.
on
in top.
reflection,
And it was in a James Bond film.
Stick it in top drawer.
yeah, but it's better than White Riot, and as I said, White Riot wasn't one of the top sort of punk singles of '77, in my opinion.
Now, we're just going back to the good. Are we happy with what's in good?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we've got that one about right now. Then
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit more evened out a bit. I mean, okay, there's a lot more excellence and a lot going in the bin on this one.
Yeah. I think it kind of reflects their career, that
It does, doesn't it? Just
yeah, you ask the question, where did it all go wrong?
yeah.
And it was sometime during the recording of London Calling, I think.
And it makes you think that whenever the Jam did a turn around 1980, 81, it wasn't as drastic as that.
No.
I think their last real London Calling was probably the last of the good, proper good songs.
Mm-hmm.
That everything else after that was really bad. And Rock the Casbah's okay, and I Fought the Law, but everything else sort of the wheels had definitely fallen off.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Strummer's got in particular, has got such a legacy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
As a musician, and I don't know where that comes from really, because his songwriting is patchy at best. His politicking I find sort of like very glib and embarrassing, and yeah.
I'll tell you one thing though, Mike Grogan will need to lie down if he watches this.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've already told Mike about my opinions on Bruce Springsteen. So
I think he's another one that did a version of I Fought the Law as well, live version. But
So thank you very much for this one. This has been quite a fun one. They're always fun. So once again, thank you very much for your participation. Now, we're not doing another one of these until February the 14th, but unfortunately Richard won't be with us because he's going to be battling with dentists.
Oh,
So but Mike, myself and Nick will be here, and Nick is going to set us a challenge, aren't you?
yes.
do you want us to tell you what it is, Nick?
that was a
Tell the
WTF.
good people what you're going to get me and Mike to do.
Clash album tracks. Let's have a bit of dancing, shall we, and a bit of fun. There's Northern Soul type tunes that I remember from back in the day, from the old scooter rallies and scooter-based music events, etc.
That's what I thought we've sort of discussed this before, and so we know what we're sort of saying, but we thought to tell you good folks. Yeah, Mike and myself are looking forward to this one, and
yeah.
we'll be waiting. It's just because it's good for me, because it's usually me that puts the lists together. I've just got to get me list and listen to the songs and put the thing
Can I
together.
make a request just in my honor because I'm not there?
Yeah.
Put Gloria Jones' Tainted Love in it.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
I've got an original copy of that. It's worth a few quid.
A fortune.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching, folks. We'll be back soon, and the next time you'll see three of us will be February the 5th, when the live stream is back, where we'll be rediscovering them albums and songs that we haven't listened to in a decade. So I'm looking forward to that. So it only leaves Richard to do is goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from them.
Oh,
Really, I can do it.
yes. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all soon.
Bye bye.
Yeah. See you, folks.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye, everybody. Bye bye.